Stephen, one final plug for some of the products. We talked quite a bit about the cinnamon. We talked about the whiskey. What are some of the other products that you carry? The black raspberry vodka.
Okay, so our product rundown is the cinnamon moonshine, the moonshine, which is 129 proof for both of the moonshines. The moonshine is very smooth. It's not your off the shelf moonshine that you pick up from your liquor store. It's much smoother than most of them. As far as the whiskey, we have a honey vanilla whiskey. It's basically a bourbon. We don't call it a bourbon because of the red tape to get through to call it a bourbon, and we distill it a little further than we're allowed to for a bourbon. So bourbon is required to be distilled at 160 or below proof. We do 180. It makes a better product.
Wow.
Our gin is a black raspberry gin. It's got 6 botanicals in it. It's got juniper, lemon, orange, coriander, lemongrass, and black raspberry.
Wow.
It's not your typical gin, and it doesn't taste like a pine tree. A lot of gins, that's all you taste is pine, and that turns a lot of people off. Ours has balanced it with the other botanicals, so you can actually taste all the botanicals. And then we have our vodka, which is a very smooth vodka. It doesn't have the bite that you would typically get. It is not filtered through charcoal, so it does not have the charcoal deadness. We don't even have a charcoal filter like, you'd get in Tito's and all the other ones, because vodka is, you either distill it a lot of times, which is distilled 37 times, or you distill it a couple times and you run it through a charcoal filter to kill the flavor and the smell. So we elected to do the distillation method. Our whiskey and the moonshine are distilled 16 times, the vodka and the gin 37.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I'm learning a lot here. I don't know all the stuff about spirits. Like I said, you definitely are the expert here, and man, I tell you, there's a lot that goes into it. Who comes up with the flavor profiles? Is that something you're involved with?
That's kind of a family thing, family and friends. We have a couple of things we're playing around with. We haven't come up with anything that meets the requirements we have for our products. We played with peach vodka, and we've played with apple vodka. But when you're using natural ingredients, the flavor is very subdued, and it's not really what we're looking for. And we don't want to go with artificial stuff. So we're trying to find something that is really good out of the bottle and has that, draw for people, instead of just kind of throwing stuff together or using commercial flavorings and whatnot that everybody else does.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think that's really really interesting.